What's going on? Instagram, Live, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all the places. I will post this video. This is Dr. Lee coming to you. I wanted to hop on today really quick and share a few things. Had some great conversations recently with folks just about life in general, and just wanted to hop on and share a little bit about some of the thoughts I've had recently. Life is full of glorious moments, exciting moments, but one of the things that's for sure about life is we're going to have trouble in life. We're going to have tribulation in life. And one of my passions has been around teaching and helping individuals get through tough times, challenging times. That's been one of the things I've grown a passion for in life. And so many times we may not necessarily sign up for, quote unquote, bad things to happen to us. We may not sign up for tribulations. We may not sign up for challenges. We want things to, go how we kind of planned and ease and all these things. But one of the things I found about ease and even winning and everything going the way that I wanted to go, one thing I've learned about it is there's very few lessons in it. Very few lessons in a win. Lots of lessons in a loss. Very few lessons in the victory. Lots of lessons in a challenge, right? Very little strength is gained through ease. Lots of strength is gained in struggle. Okay, so that's why one of the verses, one of my favorite verses is, it says something like, count everything joy, right? Count it all joy, even when you encounter trials and tribulations, because those trials and tribulations lead to an outcome that you end up being better than you were before. And this growth process, this transformation or the becoming, it comes at a cost, right? It comes at a sacrifice. It comes at a challenge, right? So many times, folks get confused by challenges. Get confused in thinking that if I'm going this way and this is tough for me, well, maybe I shouldn't go this way. People get confused, right? They begin to think that maybe what I heard from God, or maybe what I thought was what was supposed to happen, isn't really what's supposed to happen. And what I have found in my life is it's actually to the contrary. When you are supposed to do something, when something is for you, many times and most of the time, that path ends up being one of the most difficult paths that you ever face. So because something is difficult doesn't mean it's for you. Because something presents you with a challenge doesn't mean you're not supposed to go that way. Because just because when you look down the path it's full of hills and valleys and roads, that doesn't mean that path isn't for you. Right? It just means that who you're becoming or who you are to be, it takes for you to go through that, right? To be that person. So, our lives' challenges, our lives' struggles are really rooted in God's plan to grow us and for us to mature decade to decade, day to day, week to week. Get better. You get better through challenge. You get better through struggle. And so I can tell you with 1,000% surety that every one of my challenges, everything that I've ever been through, all of the tough times, built something in me that I was better because of it afterwards. And this is across the board, every challenge. So whenever I see somebody going through a challenge, or I hear someone going through something, I praise God, because I know that person is going through a growth curriculum. They're going to another level. Okay, so their stratosphere, their world, their environment is getting ready to expand the moment I hear that you're going through something. And here's another truth that I know about life. Many times, right on the back end of struggle, right afterwards is when you're getting ready to go up, right? The elevation comes after the struggle. It comes after the what you would call as a lowering, or what you may think of as a lowering. The elevation comes after that, right? So if you're looking to grow, if you're looking to go to the next level in your life, you have to be okay with struggle and challenge. You cannot run away from struggle or challenge, because ease does not produce strength. Ease produces more ease, right? Ease produces weakness when things are easy. It doesn't test your strength. You don't have to use the strength. If you don't use the strength, you will lose it, right? So it's the same with basic physiology. It is with life, psychology, right? Like your mental fortitude, how strong you are in your mind, is based in what sort of challenges have you gone through? What have you had to think yourself through, right? So celebrate and count it all joy when you're going through struggles, my brothers and sisters, because that challenge is going to build something in you. It's going to build a few things. And so last time I spoke, I was blessed with the opportunity to speak. I spoke on this. And here are some of the things that those trials and tribulations, some of the tough times, here's some of the things that it builds in you. It builds character in you. So sometimes people get confused when you hear character. What does character mean? It's the essence of who you are. It builds your character. When you have gone through struggle, your character changes. Your character improves. Who you are, the totality of you, improves. And this is when you go through a struggle and you pass the test, right? You go through a struggle and you come out on the other side. Because many people allow themselves to be crushed by struggle, right? They get confused by struggle. They turn the other way with struggle. They miss their opportunity to grow from struggle because they're confused about it. They think that this is something that shouldn't happen. This is something that's not right. This is something that I should avoid. So you miss it. So you don't get to develop the character. Your character stays the same because you avoid the challenge, right? So you do not get the benefit of it when you don't go through it. So your character does not transform. But when you go through struggle, when you stay in it, you take the lessons, you improve, right? You respond to the conviction. You decide you're going to do something different. You rise to the occasion. You get another skill. When you face challenge like that, well, you get the benefits of it and your character improves. It produces a character in you. Another thing that challenge will bring to you, it will teach you patience. Now, patience is a beautiful thing. Now, I have learned this in my life through several struggles, but patience, my friend, is one of the best qualities you can have when you understand that life is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And I have patience. But you only develop patience through struggle, through the lack of speed of something, right? Through a speedy way to go through something, you learn patience, right? You go through a struggle of trying to get something a quick way or the fast way, and you learn patience. And patience, sustained patience, is one of the best things someone can have, because it allows you to stay consistent in going after something, right? So that now you allow yourself enough time to put in so that you can build something, right? If you show me somebody that spent 10 years honing a craft, you're gonna see someone that has mastered that, right? If you show me someone that spent 30 minutes who hasn't learned patience, they're going to be on two different levels. But you learn patience through struggle and challenge, because as you go after something, your character is developed. You also develop patience because you understand things take time. And here's one of the greatest values of patience, okay? Patience leads to less anxiety, less stress, less angst, because it doesn't have to happen as fast as maybe I would want it to happen because I have patience, right? When you understand patience, you give yourself a timeline that's a little more appropriate to life, right? We all have to develop. It all takes time. We have to become adults, right? 18 years to become an adult. It takes time to develop. Everything else that you want to do in life is going to take you time. Some of the best things that you will have in life are going to take you time. Some of the things you're going to appreciate the most in life are going to take patience, right? Patience you learn through struggle, right? Patience is one of the main things that you learn, right, as you go through a struggle. Right? Another thing struggle teaches you is, one of the main things I speak about is persistence. It teaches you the value of persistence. Struggle fortifies persistence in your mind. Because if you do not continue to go through a struggle, right, it's going to be very difficult for you to learn the value of persistence. But as you keep pushing through a struggle, right, you develop this persistence muscle inside of you. But it only comes through struggle. So struggle is an amazing thing in life. It leads to, some stress, some angst, some anxiety, some worry. But what I'm telling you is, when you see life present you with the challenge, don't get down on yourself that you're going through something. Don't worry about that. Hey, it's a bummer this thing is happening to me. No. Look at the value that this is going to bring to you. Think about the person you're going to become after this challenge. Think about the character that's going to be developed in this challenge. Think about how that persistence muscle is going to build in you, and how you'll be able to take that combined with character and patience, that persistence combined, how you're going to be able to take that to the next challenge that presents itself. Listen, the more you go through, the less you worried about. The more I've been through, the less I'm worried about, right? Because I've been through this, I've been through this, I've been through that. I've been through something that's hard. I've been through this that's hard. I've been through heartbreak. I've been through this. I've been through that. I've been through failure after failure after failure. So the less I'm worried about, right? So you see somebody that might be going through something, man, they were calm. They probably done been through something. They've probably been through something before, so they're not worried about it. But if you haven't been through anything, if you haven't built character, if you haven't built patience, you may mess around and be confused by a challenge in your life and think that this is not for your good. You might be confused if you don't understand this. And this is why I teach about it and I talk about it so much, because that's one thing that is for sure going to happen in your life. You are going to come against struggle, right? And the quality of your life, right, is going to be determined by how you respond to struggle. How you respond to that. Some people go sit down. Some people go lay down. Some people turn the other way, right, when they go through struggle. Some people get confused by it, right? But what I teach, I try to share with people that this thing is actually for your good. A struggle is actually for your good. A struggle is something that is put in place to build you, to make you stronger. That's what it's coming for. It's coming to help you get to the next level. That's what the struggle is coming for. That's what the struggle is showing up for. It's so that you can be better. So it's really for you. The struggle is for you. If you see somebody that hasn't been through struggle, you see somebody that's had nothing but ease in their entire life, I'm going to show you a fragile person. That person is going to be fragile. if they've never been through anything. Their strength has never been tested. Their fortitude's never been tested. Everything comes easy for them. It comes in speed. Everything is quick. Everything comes so easy, right? You show me a person like that, I'm going to show you a person that's fragile. What struggle does is create the anti-fragile person. It creates actually the opposite of fragile, the anti-fragile. That's what struggle does in your life, all right? So, if you're going through something, you find yourself going through something, maybe you feel like it's unfair, maybe you feel like you don't deserve to go through this. Why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this right now? I don't need this right now. I just want to encourage you. I want you to understand, this is for you. The struggle is for you. The struggle is to help you become better. And without the struggle, it would be hard for you to learn what you need to learn right now. And many times it's what we already know. It's just learning to put it in action. Struggle helps us to execute on the things that we know already. Many times it's not learning new things. Sometimes it is. Other times challenges will come in your life and it's just to help you to understand how to execute on what you know. To corner you in a position where you have to do what you know. Right? So I just want to encourage you. You have what it takes to get through this. If you didn't, it wouldn't have presented itself to you. If this challenge was too much for you, you wouldn't be in this situation. But God knows you have enough. You have enough. You have what you need inside of you to go through this, which is why it's been presented to you. That's why it's on your life curriculum. That's why this challenge has been presented to you specifically, because you do have what it takes to get through this. That's why everybody else isn't going through what you're going through right now, because this one's for you specifically. And you have what it takes to get through, right? So don't turn the other way. Don't sit down. Don't quit. Get the lesson so that you can move on to the next one. Get the gift that accompanies the struggle. Get it. Get everything out of that struggle, okay? Become the best version of yourself through that struggle. Okay? Don't quit on it. Don't decide that, hey, I'm going to do something different because this is hard for me. You're going to miss your lesson. And it's going to present itself another way until you learn it. Right? Or you'll stay where you're at. Or you won't grow. Right? So I hope this blessed y'all. I hope that I've shared something that has been impactful for you. Something that hit home for you. Something that, maybe you could use this upcoming week. As challenges present themselves. Listen, these are things that are for sure. This life will bring struggle. Okay? This life will bring struggle. Right? It's for sure. This is a truth about life. You're going to have some struggle. Right? But it's how you respond to that struggle. It's what you tell yourself as you go through the struggle, how you view the struggle, right? That's going to determine how you approach it, right? What you do in response to it, how you respond to it, right? And that's what I'm talking about. It's your response that gets you the outcome. One of the things I used to teach, and I'll let you go after this one. One of the things I would teach, and I learned this, I'm trying to figure out which book. It may have been Success Principles or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But one of the things I learned and I began to teach as I learned it was E plus R equals O. The event plus your reaction equals your outcome. The event plus your reaction equals your outcome. Event plus your reaction. The event does not equal the outcome. It's plus your reaction. It's what you do in response to it. It's your response, right? That's what gets you the outcome. So what I'm saying is, it's not just what happens to you. It's not just the challenges that you're faced with, right? It's how you respond. And so that's why I'm sharing with you a better way to think about it, a more productive way to think about challenge in your life, so that now I'm responding in a different way, so that now I get a more fruitful outcome from that challenge. All right, I hope this blessed y'all. I hope this fires somebody up. I hope somebody now is committed to getting the lesson out of whatever they're going through. I hope somebody right now is deciding that they're going to make the most out of this challenge that's been presented to them, right? I hope this has changed how you're going to approach that event that happened or whatever situation you're going through. Approach it with, I'm going to get better. What lesson is to be learned from this? How am I getting better through this? All right, guys. Hope this bless y'all. Till next time, God bless. Godspeed. Keep pressing. Later.